Golan. This was made by a guy from Glow. There's a way we see. This guy made this whole thing. He designed this whole thing so it would play out just the way he designed it. The idea was that no one would be able to see a way again, and that they all knew so much about this thing and that they couldn't see this way that they see it. So what he set up is like a third wheel to it so that there was a second way that they don't see going on over the underlying errors that they all see to it. And he says this is the only way to see. He says there's a kid I know, and he says it has to be just this way, otherwise it's not the way it was before, or whatever. So I'm just watching him be a little retard to his dad, and I see it. I see him. I see what that is, and I look around and I go, you know what? They already know they're just playing somebody. And I look around and I go, you know what? Somebody is their fool. And I said, well, that just won't do. So I went up and I made it so that it had to be just this way. The idea was that I would just make a record to it. In this game, it did not do that well, but people know its name because they see the way I see it. If you know anything about the way I see or the way I see it, this is exactly what I saw. You have to fix like this many problems, and no one can do this, and that's why they called in the one guy and then the other guy to do it. The problem is that I designed it too well, and it keeps falling apart behind. Not only that, but there's people screwing with the up all the time, and it makes it literally implausible. So the problem is now I am who, and I was not who. I tried to make it so that it went the right way. I designed it to make sure that no one could get out of what I did, no matter what. And this has a problem because the pork deity Father made everything two. So the problem is that there's two of them, and it doesn't make sense any longer. When we made it, nobody even thought it was whatever, and then I made two, and two was just a follow-up that I thought, you know, hey, it's running good, and I wanted to see the new Unity game set, and I was like, I'm interested in this, and so we made it, and that was a thing we did, and it was, you know, we don't see it now. So basically, this is how we see a way. And anyways, this is a thing we did a long time ago. When we see a way, we see it. If you don't understand what I do, I am a smart guy, and I don't see a way. They were going to make a film, but then they decided to buck the truck. I was sick of being. If you ever know what I know, I talk to the guy from that one band sometimes, and he knows what I do, but not in the same concept. And we always try to make sure that we see what he sees and they see what I see, and so on and so forth. The way this works out in the end is that occasionally something gets dropped in the process, and that's okay. We'll pick it up later, but sometimes it gets dropped 2 times in a row, and we're quite enthralled by this venture at this point. You think that we don't see a way, but it is already. That's the entire point, is that Amana No will see this way before any of us even have a prayer at it. This is a chart. It's quite detailed. I'm not going to say anything about it. He says, you see that number 7 right there? No matter what, they're going to get it before anyone else. The reason they will always get it is because they simply have an air superiority power as soon as the challenge begins. This isn't supposed to be a challenge, but it is now because they see what took place already, and they go, well, I'm going to be first. This is basically unfun and unfair, and this is supposed to be a way we see a game. Because you see, this is a cruise ship, and it's supposed to be fun for us. I have a ticket to this. Yes, I have a ticket, and I'm supposed to be doing this in my gig, and that's it. And I do all this other shit. I can't take it. I'll tell you what, man, we came here and we had a great time for like the first 80 days, and then it just turned to shit. And I'll tell you what, man, some of us are beyond livid. So one of our guys talked to him. He says, yeah, I'll take a look. I'll make sure that I cue that in too, because I did not know you had done that. There were a lot of people that thought that this was a game that they would imitate, and some of them have done better than us, which is unfortunate, because we don't really like being one-upped. But that's fine, because it shows that maybe there is someone else out there to see. At first we were pissed, because it looks like I fucked up, and I said, oh, maybe I'll take it down. He said, no, don't. It might be the only thing that's holding us on, because right now these guys have control of the power. He said, yeah, that's right, don't do it. And he says, I know you never get to go, just just pad our bottoms for a while, and we're gonna figure it out. And if he fucks up, then we can try to do it in reverse or something, because I know it doesn't make sense anymore because it's 3 or whatever, and we will see a way we see it.